Hello and welcome to Marvin 256. As usual, the host is Marvin. I really welcome you all that are watching with us right now. And the show is the Aspirant Forum, where we bring different leaders, aspiring leaders, to interview them, to get their visions, to get their goals and plans. So today I have the guild aspirant, Mwesigwa Timothy Ntare. He goes by the AKA MTN, aka Captain D. He's going to explain more why he has all those names as one human being. So I will allow you to introduce yourself and then we start.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so much honored, so much privileged, so much ecstatic to be before you today.
Yeah.
And I will say that I'm so much mesmerized. My name is Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale, abbreviated as MTN.
Yes.
Yes, previously people used to call me Captain D. I still have that name as well. I will actually give you a brief background about it.
Yeah.
But like I've told you, MTN is just an abbreviation of my name. Some people think that maybe MTN sponsors me, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
So the name Captain D comes into play. Those days back, I used to be a bowler. By the way, I'm a good bowler. And I used to be the captain of the team.
You just retired?
I'm not retired.
You're still in service?
Yes, I'm still in service.
Yeah.
So people used to call me captain, and the D comes in. My mom used to call me Divine.
Oh.
So they used to call me Captain D, not finishing the whole name. So that's where the name comes in from. I find myself so talented somehow. A drummer, a dancer, a singer, a leader. So just know even when I come into power, we shall enjoy our university because we will have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was supposed to welcome you by saying praise God, because last night when I contacted you,
Yes.
you're like, I have an overnight. I'm like, wow, this is a man of God. Welcome back from an overnight. How was it?
Thank you. So the overnight was so fantastic.
You're putting the rest in prayers?
Yeah, I really put it in prayers because there is nothing we can do without God.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. My first question will be, of all the political parties we have in Uganda, NRM, NUP, FDC, UID, many others, why did you choose UPC?
Fantastic. That is a very wonderful question, which I always want to encounter.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of the reasons why I chose UPC, before I actually give you the reason why I chose UPC, leadership is not about parties or which party you've come in from, because we don't come to serve parties, we don't come to exhibit parties, but we come to serve people through parties. Actually, for me, I take it that any party someone comes through is like a vehicle you are using to take you somewhere you want to go. So a party wouldn't be the case, but now answering your question why I chose UPC, I would like to liken it to its constitution, the UPC constitution.
Yeah.
Article 2, clause 1, subsection A. It says unity. Me as a person, I am a proponent and an advocate for unity. And that article and the subsection, it says unity, which says that Uganda shall be one people, one government, one parliament. It goes on and on explaining it, but it all zeroes down to unity.
Yeah.
That's why I came up with I came up with my own philosophy, which says that unity in diversity is the audacity and the validity to have capacity over calamity and adversity in the university of ambiguity and complexity in our vicinities. For without unity, all is vanity.
A powerful statement. Someone might not understand it. So that's why you chose UPC.
Yes, because it resonates and aligns with one of my biggest ideologies.
But I think someone out there will say you did a wrong move. That you miscalculated, because we have not seen UPC winning in Kyambogo for some good years. How do you believe that this time around it's going to be different?
Okay, now I think the topic is about the party, the UPC party. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I've told you in the first place, it's not about the party. And now we have two different people. We have leaders and managers. Managers are people who manage a situation, either good or bad, but they are there just to manage. But a leader is someone who sets a trail where it is known and leaves a legacy. We've had parties rule in Kyambogo. For example, NUP has ruled, NRM has ever ruled, UID has ever ruled. So I always want to show people that it is possible. You know, we Africans, we always lack hope, or we always demoralize ourselves thinking that things can't be done. But me having come from UPC, people always see it as something difficult for me to make it. But I always want to tell people that there is still hope. And actually, my aspiration is not only to solve challenges and problems and grievances in Kyambogo University, but it also stands as a beacon and a symbol of hope to very many students around campus, to very many people outside of our university.
That it is possible.
Yes, that it is possible. So I want to tell you people, come join me wherever you are. We prove to these people that it is possible, it can be done. Anyways, any party can, someone can come through any party. Yes, because we have very many parties. So if it was only NRM or only NUP, all of us candidates could not come under one umbrella.
True.
All of us had to get where to come in through. So if we have two contestants on an NUP ticket, so for example, let me just give an example. If I was also somehow interested in an NRM ticket, would I also remain contesting as an NRM candidate? No. So that is just an example. But what I'm trying to show you, that it's not about the party, it's about someone's competence, someone's ability, and someone's willingness to serve.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, let's leave the party alone. What motivated Mwesigwa to come for this guild race?
Wow. What motivated me to come for this guild race? First and foremost, me as a person, leadership is my passion. Right from childhood, I used to vie for leadership. In my primary, I was the head prefect. In my secondary, I was the head boy. And given the fact that I used to stay around Kyambogo, around Banda, I used to see how those people used to campaign. I used to ask them how politics run, how university politics run, and I got to understand or got to know about this post of guild president. And I said, one day I will lead Kyambogo University. And given the fact that me as a person, I'm someone who loves to talk about attitude, or someone who loves to impact people's attitude, it's one of the main reasons why I'm vying for this post, because I'm looking at myself impacting very many people at a very big scale, impacting them or trying to make them able to change their mindsets. Because we really, all of us, sometimes we really have a challenge of doubting ourselves, really think things can't be done. I always want to tell people that it can be done. That's why in the first place I told you that my aspiration is a symbol of hope. I'm someone who is just a son of a peasant. I'm not, I can't say that I'm coming from a very rich family, a very rich background where we have silver spoons in the mouth. Not that. I'm someone who is coming to motivate some other students. By the way, one of the things that makes me happy into this leadership, into this leadership arena, I've got a very big number of people who come to me privately, and they have always been telling me, Brother Timothy, if you know how much you impact my life, how much you motivate me, that alone is enough for me. Because you see, aspiring for any post or aspiring for guild presidents, it's not about you getting that office, but it's about how have you been able to impact someone. I've got very many people who have come to me really, and they've been telling me, Timothy, for sure, you impact my life. Some of them are even in those other camps, but they privately come to me and tell me, Timothy, I really appreciate the way you handle yourself. I appreciate the way you conduct yourself. Appreciate the way you talk. And that alone, if I'm able to impact someone, I want to assure you that is enough. That's what I want to do. I want to make or leave a mark on Kyambogo University that will never be erased. I want to leave a legacy that, yeah, indeed, we had a radical, we had a leader who stood his ground, who could impact, who was a man of his word. And that's what really helps me or keeps me moving.
Oh, okay. What's your vision, Mr. Mwesigwa?
Well, that what vision and mission, some people always confuse them.
Yeah, confuse the two. Yeah,
but
true.
let me give you, you've asked for the vision.
Your vision for this guild race, and
Okay.
after getting everything, yeah.
Do you mind if I begin with the mission?
It's okay.
Okay. My mission is to make sure that we can have a magnanimous change in Kyambogo University, because we've really had a lot of issues, a lot of grievances that have been happening on and on, and those issues have become a bone of contention in the whole university. So as Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale, I want to come and make sure that we work on some visible things that can be done, that can really be seen by everyone, that yeah, indeed, this has changed on Mwesigwa Timothy's regime.
Yeah.
My mission is to make sure that we have a magnanimous change in us students and in our campus. That's my mission. And then my vision is to make sure that I foster an environment that is magnanimously changed in their way of thinking or in their attitudes. You know, I always want to talk about attitude because everything is just rotating around attitude.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So those are the two. So, but how do you plan to achieve your vision and mission? How do you plan to achieve that?
The way, okay, how I plan, I'm not just planning actually, but I'm doing it.
Already?
I'm doing it already.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm doing to achieve this, because I've already achieved some of the bits and parts of the mission and the vision.
Yeah.
Until when we get there on the 21st of March. But what I'm trying to do is to make sure that I use every channel, every angle where I'm able to reach to every student, because given the fact that this is a constituency of students, it's just a matter of making sure that you reach as far as you can, reaching them physically, using media, through voice notes, through videos, through writings.
Making sure you're on ground.
I make sure that I'm on ground.
Yeah.
Because like MTN is everywhere you go. So you will find me everywhere you go. Yeah.
That's amazing. You look to be a very gentle, humble man. That's where I ask you, what is your leadership style as a guild president or as an aspiring guild president?
Okay. My leadership style. No, we have very many styles.
Yeah,
just like in fashion, there are very many styles. So in this arena, we also have styles.
Yeah.
So me as a person, my leadership style, I'm someone who is humble, because one of the quality of a good leader, actually me, I'm someone who loves reading. Because a good leader must be a good reader.
Yeah.
There is a book entitled Honorable Leadership, written by a gentleman called Samuel Ebakutana. He wrote in that book and said that a good leader must be humble. You know, we always want to show that we are strong. We always want to show that, yeah, we are there, but we always have to be watchful of how we approach people.
You
know, you have to be humble when it comes to addressing people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a challenge, any grievance that is at hand, that's where my aggressiveness comes. That's where my radicalism comes. Just like my name goes, Ntare. I know for those who can understand, Ntare means lion. I am that peaceful lion in the heart of Kyambogo, ready to roar in case of any grievance, any challenge. That's why previously we've had, actually even right now, we still have the lecturers' strike
ongoing.
But I believe I was able to come up and I addressed this matter while approaching different offices of the Kyambogo University. And very soon we are going to get an answer about it. Because as a leader, you have to address such matters, such issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have students' issues. I'll call them issues, but they are problems. The struggles that students go through at campus. We shall start with the surcharge fee. Surcharge fee. Then we have delay of results being uploaded on portals in different faculties. Then also have the late payment of government students. What is your plan on these few challenges that are ongoing in campus?
Okay. Thank you so much for that question.
Yeah.
But let me begin it from up.
Yeah.
You know, Kyambogo University as an institute, when it comes to the annual budget, okay, the national annual budget, Kyambogo University is allocated 140 billion Ugandan shillings. That's the money that's supposed to come to Kyambogo University. Surprisingly, Kyambogo University receives 67 billions. The question is, where does the 73 billions go? That is the first question everyone has to ask his or herself. It begins from accountability. The biggest challenge, the biggest problem is corruption. It might be up there, most of you could not be knowing it, but corruption is too much here in Kyambogo and it's too much in the government. So the onus is on us, the students, anyone there, to stand and raise your voice.
Yeah.
Not raising your voice to shout, but raising your voice to make an alarm or to show that we are really being pressed down by the way these people handle themselves. The question is about surcharge and delay of marks,
And
you
late
see,
payments.
and late payments. It all begins with accountability. If those people in offices could really press on and ask for accountability, because if you really know that we are supposed to receive 140 billions, that means, and you at the end of the day you get 67 billions, that means you have to follow up and find out where did this money go, or else you are also involved in the way how that money is being being channeled away. So I think the reason why the reason why these allowances of the government students delay, you see, these people in offices, they get this money by the way, but they tend to use it in their own ways, thinking that they will return it back after.
Actually, me, I thought it wasn't true. There's someone who told me they put it into their fixed accounts.
Yeah.
Then it grows.
That is very probable.
Oh.
And yet the students be here suffering, yet for you, those people are just there enjoying themselves, which is very bad, and it has to be addressed.
Yeah.
And then the delay of marks, you see the challenge is here. For example, we always have a deadline where we have to pay full tuition. That beyond that, you are fined with what we call surcharge fee.
Actually, it's today.
They always want us to pay tuition in time, but they always don't release our marks in time.
Yeah.
They always fine us for late payment. Should we also fine them for late release of marks? There's something fishy and sketchy about that. So it is against us. The onus is on us students to always stand out and ask and claim for what belongs to us. The challenge comes in here where we leave all the responsibilities to the elected leaders.
Yeah,
but if we could stand all of us in one body, in one spirit and in one accord, and we say that now let's go and fight for our rights. One of the ways we can easily fight for our rights as students, because for us we can't have guns, go fight for our rights, no. But constitutionally, I will talk about a certain article in the 1995 Ugandan Constitution, Article 29. It stipulates that anyone is free and allowed to express your grievance in a fair and in a way where you're not armed. And when it comes to the Guild Constitution of Kyambogo University, it is stipulated in Article 6, subsection 4, that anyone or any member of the guild is free and allowed to express himself or to express his grievance in a free and fair manner. So that is the only way, that is one of the ways we can try to really show that we are not satisfied with what is happening. I always believe that violence is not the only solution to problems, but even the Bible puts it that from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God is taken by force, and the ones who take it by violence. I don't know if someone is getting me. So if in that sense, the kingdom of God is taken by violence, so why don't we, somewhere, somehow, I'm not trying to say that we should be violent, but
we should apply it
yes, we should apply it somewhere in order to get what we need or what we want. So the onus is on us students and everyone there. It's not only about us leaders. For us, we lead the way and let us come to work together. I want to assure you that if we embody or if we work together, we'll be able to overcome these challenges. The only problem we're having, we always get divided to different distinctions, and that is one of the biggest challenges in Kyambogo University.
Yeah. I want to ask you about last year. Last year, people, you were supposed to vote. It didn't happen. I want you to tell me, you were prepared, I could see your rallies and everything. How were you affected personally? You can say financially, because physically you were ready. How did it affect you to postpone the elections from last year to this year, March 2025?
Wow, I might say that I was affected as a person. Humanly, I was affected. But in the other way around, I was made more stronger than ever before. So, like I've told you, humanly, you become mentally disturbed, disappointed. You know, you've invested your time, you've invested your little or your hard-earned resources here and there, hoping to have it ended at one day. But then you find yourself disappointed. Actually, I was even arrested trying to fight for our right to vote, because it is a constitutional mandate for us to practice democracy, to vote. So as we are trying to show our dissatisfaction, I found myself and the colleagues arrested. So that one also tortured me as a person, because to be sincere, that was my first time behind the bars.
It wasn't
so
easy.
It wasn't easy. It has been a very, very big struggle. It has been a very big struggle. That's what I can tell the people who are listening. But then, me as a person, I always say that I'm more than resilient. You know what makes a leader? The challenges you face, the challenges you encounter. So the more we face such challenges, the more we become stronger. So I want to encourage my people who are listening to me. Like I've told you in the first place, for me, my aspiration, I always put it back to hope, that there is still hope. Let this teach you something, that sometimes you can be passing through life and things fail to turn up, things don't go like expected, but you always have to push on, having hope that one day it will come to pass.
Okay, the second last question. It's about accountability and transparency. You know, most times when you people, you're voted into power, you go in the offices, you sit, money comes. We always hear the rumors. GRC is complaining you're not being paid. Someone signed some deal and got some money. And you know, you've had rumors on guild presidents. But how are you going to ensure accountability and transparency when you're in two office?
Okay, thank you so much. Anyways, accountability and transparency, they are imbued and embedded in my manifesto. So allow me also explain it through my manifesto. My manifesto is embedded, enshrined, and engrafted in what I've called the PETA ideology. PETA ideology. P stands for patriotism, E stands for effectiveness, T stands for transparency, and A stands for accountability. So the two aspects you're telling me about, they are also in my manifesto. So let me just try to break it down. Because of time, I may not really bring it all out, but okay, I'm just going to break it down. So patriotism means deep and seated love to someone's country. So in this sense, or in this case, I'm more than willing to serve my country with a deep-seated love. Or I'm ready to serve my university with a deep-seated love, because this is my passion, it's my calling, and I believe it's one of the reasons why I was born to be a leader. So another thing, effectiveness. All these grievances we are having, they really need someone who is effective enough to see that we can have something visible on ground. We have very many challenges, like some of them we've talked about them, the surcharge, we've talked about delay of marks, we've talked about late payment of government students. You know, we have very many issues now. We have lecturers are not being paid, yet they increase tuition. And also that tuition increment is an issue to some of the students. You see, we have very many dilapidated classrooms, dilapidated facilities, yet money is always released every year. You see there is that small gate, the Banda small gate. It is very bad. It doesn't even look like something at university. It doesn't look like a gate at a university, a government university. So such small things have to be worked on. We have dilapidated roads, yet money is always released to work on them. So we need someone who is effective enough to follow up, to advocate, to lobby, to see that these things can really effectively be worked upon. And I want to assure you that the ideal and the perfect person to do all that without any glitch of doubt, it is Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale.
Yeah. That will take us to the next question. I know you've tackled a small bit on your manifesto, but I would wish to ask you to briefly talk about your manifesto for people outside there to understand what Mwesigwa is coming to do for them.
Okay, thank you so much. My manifesto, like I've told you, it's embedded in the PETA ideology, and it's actually, by the way, it is founded on what I've called the 5 pillars, which I've called the 5 T's. The first T is teamwork, the second T is time, the third T is tranquility, the fourth T is transparency, and the third T is togetherness.
Okay.
So that is still too wide, but I want to show you that we really have to be somehow organized. And my manifesto, like I'm trying to tell you, there are very many things I want to work on. You see, Kyambogo University is surrounded by very many organizations, very many businesses around. For example, we have UNEB at that end. We have the Uganda Industrial Research Institute nearby. We have National Council. We have UBTEB. We have schools like Nabisunsa. So I'm looking forward to see that we can build cooperations with these amenities. I'm trying to tell you that if students get out of campus, they have somewhere to start from. For example, some of us are really into internships, yet we have places around. But you find that there is no mutual connection between us, the students, and these amenities around us. So I'm looking forward to see that I can reach out to them and ask if there is any way we can cooperate. Because like I've told you, we really have very many businesses, very many programs, very many organizations that should be cooperating or working with Kyambogo University. Because unemployment has become a very big problem, a monster to the youths this time around. And for that to be solved, I don't want to say that I will make sure that everyone in campus gets it, but at least if there are some few who have really been able to be impacted by my programs, that's well and good. Some students here are really passing through a problem of tuition from humble backgrounds, and I'm here to represent such students. You know, some of them really find it hard to pay tuition. Some of them, along the way, their parents die, and they find it challenging to pay tuition. So I'm looking forward to see that we can have a common bag where we can have such students helped on grounds that have been proved that indeed these people or these few people are really not able to do what? To pay tuition. We have a problem of exam policies. Some students are really chased out of exams due to failure of completing tuition. Are you getting the point? Yet this person is going to be challenged, is going to be perturbed. Yet at the end of the day, this person will do what? Will get the money and pay the tuition. So I just want us to make sure that we reach to a consensus, to that point of understanding with the management, that students can be allowed to do their exams even if they have not completed their tuition. Let there be a policy, like maybe if someone has paid tuition by 60%, that person be allowed to do what? The exams. It's really so bad, it's really so challenging, and everyone seems to be silent about it, and we need to talk about it. We have what we call the National Council of Higher Education. Every student here in Kyambogo University pays that money yearly 20,000. The population of Kyambogo University students is about 33,000 students. If you are so quick in calculation, it's about 666 millions every year, money going to National Council. And according to the University and Tertiary Institutions Act, as amended in 2001, the National Council of Higher Education is under that act. and it is saying that that National Council shall be something that approves the standard, or something that makes sure that the university is up to standard. Just as we have the Uganda Bill of Standards.
Yeah.
So we also have the National Council. But where is that money going? Where is that accountability? Because we have challenges here. We have lecturers who are not up to the standard, lecturers who disturb our sisters, lecturers who ask for money from some of our brothers.
Yeah.
We have lecturers whose claim to fame is rude beyond measure. Who is following up this? Yet this money is being paid for. We have some people in offices whose claim to fame is rude beyond measure. You can ask these people, the first years who have been doing central registration. They reach some offices, they are backing at them, yet some of them come from homes where they are so disturbed. They come to the university, they find the same challenge. So these are some of the things that have to be looked at. And someone who is so much human, and someone who is taken by humanity, I really think about this. I'm really so much taken by how people really feel. So there are very many things I may not be able to complete or finish all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How prepared are you for the 21st day for people to vote you well?
Well, more than ready. More than ready, that's what I can tell you, because on the 21st of March, we are coming to vote the 21st Guild President of the 21st century of the 21st time of voting, and that is Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale. I'm more than prepared mentally, prepared physically, prepared in all aspects.
Yeah.
Well, I may not say that I'm so much, how can I bring it out, that I really have all the cash or all the money to disburse to the voters, just as many of the people do. Like I've told you in the first place, I'm someone from a very humble background, and I'm trying to represent, to bring out or to show people that even as students from humble backgrounds, we can represent or play a fundamental and a dynamic role in our vicinities. Because the matter of the fact is, the situation is very perfidious, very malevolent and malignant, and it needs someone who is more than able to represent and fight for the students' right, and that is none other than Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale. So this is a clarion call to every student out there. Either you're contesting for GRC, either you are in any other camp, it has no problem to come and join the audible, the competent, the eloquent leader who is Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale. I want to assure you, and I'm more than convinced from the intubation chamber of my heart, without any glitch of doubt, that Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale is a capable leader to take Kyambogo University to heights, because even the blind can see it, the deaf can hear it, the lame can walk to it, and the paralyzed can feel it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mwesigwa. Your last final remarks, call people to come and vote for you. Yeah, and we'll call it a wrap.
Yes, thank you so much. This is a humble call, so much humble call to everyone there, every student in different faculties.
Yeah.
On the 21st of March, we are casting our votes, and I am Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale, abbreviated as MTN. I'm calling upon you guys to kindly rally behind me. I call upon my brothers from Kulubya, my sisters from Pal, everyone from different halls around campus, those in North Hall, Faculty of Social Sciences, Engineering, everyone in it, in every different aspect. I want to assure you that Mwesigwa Timothy Ntale is that person, is that guy who is going to fight for you. I want to thank you so much for all those who have stood there for me this previous campaign that never ended successfully. Thank you so much for standing with me. This time round, let's come and make it with a renewed impetus. And I want to assure you that we will make it. I'm more than ready to flex my feeble muscles until they ask for mercy. And I would like to climax by saying that it can be done, it shall be done, it must be done, and if it's not done, we shall be done. And like the legendary Nipsey Hussle says, that the marathon continues, the struggle continues. Thank you so much. Kindly share this video to your friends, to your course-mates, to your girlfriend. Let it reach even to the VC, and we shall be able to make it to the top. Thank you so much.
Honestly, I can't add so much, but I want to thank you, Mr. MTN. I will just call you MTN for the insightful and good words that you've given to the people and the students of Kyambogo. I hope you're convinced enough that he is the true leader and the right leader. I will say that Mr. Mwesigwa, tonight he has brought it up, and we are talking about the Olympic level ambition, the passion and dedication. Respect to you for showing us that what it means to be a true leader. As I told you back then, that leadership isn't about power. It's about your courage, the heart, and everything that rotates around. So thank you so much for joining us. I will just tell you, subscribe that button, and please always join us, and we learn more and more. Thank you so much for being with us today. Peace out.